The camera industry is on the verge of a major evolution, with several flagship models set to make waves. Canon's EOS R6 Mark III is poised to disrupt the mid-range market, likely featuring a 30 to 34 megapixel sensor and the capability to shoot 6K video. Meanwhile, Nikon Z7 III is expected to push the boundaries of resolution with a sensor in the 61 to 67 megapixel range. Sony's A7V promises to revolutionize hybrid shooting, potentially introducing a stacked sensor and advanced AI-driven features. On the APS-C front, Canon's R7 Mark II could reinvigorate interest in the format with cutting-edge computational photography tools. At the high end, Nikon Z9 II is rumored to set new standards for professionals, potentially offering 8K video at 120 FPS. These upcoming models underscore the industry's commitment to innovation, even as smartphones continue to pose a growing challenge to traditional cameras. As Canon prepares to unveil its next big mid-range full-frame mirrorless release, the spotlight is on the upcoming EOS R6 Mark III. This model is expected to further solidify Canon's position as a leader in the mirrorless space, following the success of its predecessors, the EOS R6 and the R6 Mark II. Canon's ability to combine professional-level performance with user-friendly features for enthusiasts has made the R6 series extremely popular. The original R6 gained praise for its exceptional autofocus system, outstanding low-light capabilities, and strong video performance, all at a relatively accessible price point. Building on that success, the R6 Mark II introduced a 24.2 MP sensor, faster shooting speeds, and enhanced autofocus using deep learning, along with sharp 4K video. But with higher expectations for 2025, Canon must push the envelope even further to stay ahead of competitors like Sony, Nikon, and Panasonic, while maintaining the balance that made the R6 series so appealing to hybrid creators. The key rumors surrounding the EOS R6 Mark III center on a new full-frame sensor, likely in the 30 to 34 MP range, a significant jump from the 24.2 MP sensor of the R6 II. This increase in resolution will allow for more detailed images that can be cropped or printed at larger sizes, while still keeping the R6 Mark III positioned below the higher resolution EOS R5, which features a 45 MP sensor. To power this new sensor, Canon is expected to pair it with an upgraded Digic-X processor, or potentially a new processor altogether, which will enable faster image processing, better heat management, and enhanced capabilities for autofocus and video. This should result in smarter subject recognition, more efficient computational photography, and improvements in video quality. The R6 Mark III's autofocus system is another area where significant advancements are expected. Canon's dual-pixel CMOS AF2 system, already one of the best in its class, could be further refined with enhanced precision for eye tracking, improved recognition of animals and vehicles, and even more intelligent subject detection using AI. This could include the ability to identify specific objects in dynamic scenes, such as planes or insects. Sports and wildlife photographers would benefit from improvements in Zone AF modes and a more intuitive touchscreen interface, allowing for quicker adjustments via the vari-angle LCD. Video performance is another major area of focus for the R6 Mark III. The camera is expected to offer full-width 6K recording, potentially in an oversampled or open-gate format. Open-gate 6K would be especially useful for creators who need flexibility for reframing shots or creating vertical content. Additionally, there's speculation that Canon may introduce internal RAW video recording or at least offer external 12-bit cinema RAW light output via HDMI, which would be a major step forward for filmmakers looking for higher quality footage and more options in post-production. Combined with 10-bit 4:2:2 internal recording options, the R6 Mark III could be a powerful tool for filmmakers who want professional-level color grading and video capabilities in a compact mirrorless body. Managing heat is another key aspect of the R6 Mark III's design. The R6 II made strides in thermal management, but the R6 Mark III could go even further with improved airflow, possibly featuring a redesigned internal heatsink or passive cooling technology derived from Canon's cinema cameras. This would ensure that the camera can handle extended recording times without overheating. Audio quality will also see upgrades, including better preamps and more refined gain control. The R6 Mark III is expected to offer full support for Canon's multifunction shoe, which would allow compatibility with digital microphones, XLR adapters, and other audio accessories, making it an even more appealing option for content creators. In terms of design, the R6 Mark III is likely to retain the same ergonomics that made the previous models so comfortable to use, with a responsive grip, intuitive controls, and user-friendly menus. However, we could see some design refinements, such as a redesigned joystick or even the introduction of a smart controller, similar to what's found on the EOS R3. This would allow users to more quickly adjust autofocus points or settings. There may also be a new, higher-resolution electronic viewfinder with a resolution greater than the 3.69 million dots found in previous models. The top control dial and menu layout could see minor updates to improve the camera's video usability. And, of course, the fully articulating LCD screen is expected to make a return, possibly with improved brightness and better touch sensitivity. For stills, the R6 II already offers impressive burst rates, shooting at up to 40 FPS with the electronic shutter. The R6 Mark III could push this even further by incorporating a stacked sensor, which would allow for faster readouts and less rolling shutter. This would make the electronic shutter a viable alternative to the mechanical shutter, especially for sports and action photography. Additionally, the mechanical shutter could be enhanced for faster speeds and better durability, making it more reliable for high-speed shooting situations. Canon may also introduce features like pre-burst capture and improved raw burst modes, which would further expand the camera's capabilities for capturing fast-moving subjects. In terms of storage and connectivity, the R6 Mark III will likely feature dual card slots, one of which will likely be CF Express Type B for demanding video and high-speed burst shooting, while the other may be a UHS-2 SD slot for more versatile media storage. Connectivity options are also expected to be improved, with support for Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.3, and USB-C 3.2 Gen 2 for faster file transfers and tethering. Canon may expand cloud integration through Image.Canon, allowing for instant backup, remote editing, and collaboration with other creators. In-body image stabilization is another standout feature in the R6 series, and the R6 Mark III is expected to push this even further. When paired with compatible RF lenses, the R6 Mark III could offer up to 8.5 stops of stabilization, which would help reduce camera shake during handheld shooting, especially in low-light conditions. In addition, Canon might implement advanced algorithms to reduce micro-jitters during handheld video capture, providing smoother footage for filmmakers. Software-based horizon leveling using gyroscope data could also be introduced, ensuring perfectly aligned shots during video capture. The camera's software and user interface will likely see some updates as well. A hybrid menu system, similar to what is found on the EOS R5C, could allow users to seamlessly switch between photo and video modes. Additional visual aids for video work, such as false color, customizable zebra patterns, improved peaking, and enhanced histograms or waveform displays, may also be included. These features would be invaluable for serious videographers who need precise control over their footage. While there's no official release date yet, most signs point to the EOS R6 Mark III debuting sometime between late 2025 and early 2026, possibly during a major photography trade show. It could launch alongside new RF lenses designed specifically for hybrid shooters. Pricing is expected to be in the range of $2,799 to $2,999, placing it competitively against cameras like the Sony A7V and the anticipated Nikon Z6 III. It would also sit neatly between Canon's EOS R8 and R5 in terms of both price and features. In conclusion, the Canon EOS R6 Mark III is shaping up to be much more than a minor upgrade. It could be Canon's most advanced hybrid mirrorless camera to date. With an upgraded sensor, faster autofocus, 6K video recording, better ergonomics, and more intelligent software, the R6 Mark III is poised to set a new benchmark in the mid-range mirrorless category. For professionals, it could serve as a reliable secondary camera body, while serious enthusiasts may find it to be the ultimate upgrade. Most importantly, the R6 Mark III underscores Canon's commitment to the hybrid creator, one of the fastest-growing segments in the photography and videography world. It's clear that Canon sees hybrid creators as not just a niche market but a key driving force behind the future of mirrorless cameras. Anticipation is building in the photography world as Nikon prepares to unveil the highly anticipated Z7 III, the successor to the Z7 II, one of the brand's most respected and high-performing mirrorless cameras. The Z7 series has long been celebrated for its outstanding image quality, ergonomic design, and professional-grade stills capabilities, all packed into a compact full-frame body. Since the launch of the Z7 II in 2020, which brought welcome upgrades such as dual card slots, improved battery life, and enhanced autofocus with dual XPET-6 processors, the camera market has experienced rapid innovation. Competitors like Sony's A7 IV, Canon's EOS R5, and Fujifilm's GFX 100S have set new benchmarks in resolution, autofocus intelligence, and hybrid functionality. Now, all eyes are on how Nikon will respond with the Z7 III. The Z7 III is expected to make waves, with its most significant upgrade likely being a brand new image sensor. Rumors suggest that this sensor will either be stacked or backside illuminated CMOS, boasting a resolution ranging from 61 to 67 megapixels. This represents a substantial increase over the Z7 II's 45.7 MP sensor and would position the Z7 III squarely against competitors like the Sony A7 RV, possibly even surpassing it in terms of sheer resolution. A stacked sensor design would also offer faster readout speeds, minimizing the effects of rolling shutter and enabling higher burst rates, an area where previous Z7 models have fallen short. These improvements could make the Z7 III an ideal choice for both landscape and studio work, as well as fast-paced action photography. To complement the high-resolution sensor, Nikon is expected to equip the Z7 III with its latest APS-C processor, which was first introduced in the Z9. This powerful processor promises to enhance data throughput, improve color science, and support more efficient RAW formats. The APS-C would also enable Nikon's cutting-edge AI-driven autofocus system, which includes intelligent subject recognition for people, animals, birds, vehicles, and more. If Nikon integrates the same deep learning autofocus technology used in the Z9, the Z7 III could finally close the autofocus performance gap between Nikon and its competitors, like Sony and Canon. Continuous shooting speed is another area where the Z7 III is likely to see significant improvement. The Z7 and Z7 II both had continuous shooting speeds of 9 and 10 FPS, respectively, adequate for most applications but somewhat limiting for fast-moving subjects. The Z7 III, by contrast, is expected to reach 15 to 20 FPS with full autofocus tracking, and possibly even higher speeds with reduced resolution or cropping. Features like pre-capture, raw burst modes, and silent high-speed shooting are also expected, making the Z7 III an attractive option for wildlife and sports photographers, two areas where the Z6 and Z8 have typically been favored. In terms of video capabilities, the Z7 III is expected to inherit many of the video advancements from the Z9 and Z8, making it a much stronger contender in the hybrid camera market. Rumored video specs include oversampled 8K video at 30 FPS, 6K internal RAW recording in NRAW or ProRes RAW formats, and 10-bit 4:2:2 internal recording in the H.265 codec. Full HDMI output for clean external recording is also likely. Some industry experts speculate that Nikon may even eliminate the mechanical shutter entirely in favor of an all-electronic design, following the Z9's lead. While this remains unconfirmed for the Z7 III, the expectation is that it will see significant improvements in rolling shutter performance and heat dissipation. Additionally, new video focus tools like waveform monitors, zebras, focus peaking, and possibly false color displays are expected to make the Z7 III a far more versatile hybrid camera than its predecessors. Another standout feature of the Z7 III is likely to be its enhanced 5-axis in-body image stabilization, which is expected to offer up to 8 stops of compensation when paired with compatible VR lenses. Nikon is also expected to improve digital and software-based stabilization for video, with rumors suggesting a hybrid stabilization mode that combines optical and digital correction in real time. These enhancements should further improve the Z7 III's ability to shoot steady video, even in handheld situations. The Z7 III's design is likely to remain faithful to the robust magnesium alloy body and weather sealing of the Z7 II, but Nikon will likely introduce some subtle ergonomic refinements. These could include an upgraded grip, customizable buttons, or even a touch-sensitive joystick for faster control. The electronic viewfinder is expected to see a significant upgrade as well, with a resolution of 5.76 million or 9.44 million dots and a 120 Hz refresh rate. For the rear LCD, while a tilting design is likely to be retained, Nikon could offer a hybrid flip-tilt screen for added flexibility, particularly useful for video creators and low-angle shooting. The Z7 III is expected to retain the dual card slot configuration, likely consisting of a CF Express Type B slot and a UHS-2 SD card slot. However, there is speculation that Nikon might opt for dual CF Express slots or a combination of CF Express and UHS-3 SD to handle the massive data demands of 8K video and ultra-high-resolution stills. In terms of connectivity, Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.3, and USB-C 3.2 Gen 2x2 for ultra-fast tethering and SSD recording are expected. Additionally, some sources believe the Z7 III could feature Ethernet support via USB-C adapters or even direct FTP uploads, catering to commercial shooters and remote workflows. On the software side, Nikon is expected to introduce several advanced computational features, including in-camera HDR blending, autofocus stacking, pixel shift high-resolution modes, and AI-powered noise reduction or sharpening. The camera's menu system may also receive an overhaul, with new quick-access modes for video and photo, custom function banks, and a more streamlined hybrid shooting workflow. The launch of the Z7 III is rumored to take place sometime in late 2025 or early 2026, possibly alongside new Z-mount lenses, such as a redesigned 24 to 70mm f/2.8 or a 70 to 200mm f/4. Pricing is expected to range from $3,499 to $3,999, which would place the Z7 III just below the Z8 and well below the flagship Z9. This price point would position the Z7 III as an attractive option for high-end stills and hybrid shooters who seek top-tier performance in a compact mirrorless body. In conclusion, the Nikon Z7 III looks set to be a major leap forward for Nikon in the high-resolution mirrorless category. With its new high-resolution sensor, powerful processing capabilities, intelligent AI-driven autofocus, robust video features, and professional-grade design, the Z7 III has the potential to be a game-changer for hybrid creators. Whether you're a stills photographer, videographer, or someone who needs the best of both worlds, the Z7 III could be the all-in-one creative tool you've been waiting for. While Sony has yet to officially confirm the existence of the A7V, rumors surrounding the successor to the highly successful A7 IV have created a considerable buzz in the camera world. The A7 series has earned a reputation as Sony's flagship full-frame mirrorless lineup, lauded for its remarkable balance between stills and video performance. As we approach 2025, the expectations for the A7V are soaring, especially as competitors continue to raise the bar with cutting-edge technology. To maintain its position as a top choice for hybrid shooters, the A7V must introduce significant advancements over the A7 IV, which, while still impressive, is beginning to show signs of aging. Released in late 2021, the A7 IV was praised for its well-rounded capabilities. It featured a 33MP sensor, 10-bit 4:2:2 video, and fast autofocus, making it one of the best all-around mirrorless cameras in the mid-range segment. However, the camera market in 2025 is vastly different, with rivals pushing the envelope in areas like advanced AI autofocus, faster sensor technology, and enhanced video features. To stay competitive, the A7V must bring notable upgrades, particularly in areas where its predecessor falls short. If the rumors surrounding the A7V are accurate, it could become one of the most sophisticated hybrid cameras ever created, offering professional-level features for both photographers and videographers. Let's explore what the A7V might bring to the table. The A7 IV's 33MP back illuminated sensor was a strong performer, but to keep pace with modern demands, the A7V will likely need a more advanced sensor. Speculation suggests the A7V could feature a new backside illuminated or even a stacked sensor, likely within the 30-36MP range. This would provide an upgrade in speed, dynamic range, and low-light performance, all while maintaining a similar resolution to avoid encroaching on the A7R series, which boasts a 61MP sensor. A stacked sensor would be a game-changer for the A7V, offering faster readout speeds, reduced rolling shutter effects, and better performance in both stills and video. This would allow for faster burst rates and even smoother, distortion-free performance with the electronic shutter. In practical terms, the A7V could perform better in fast-action situations like sports and wildlife photography, and it may even approach the capabilities of the global shutter found in Sony's higher-end models like the A9 III and FX3 II. The dynamic range of the A7V could also see substantial improvements, potentially offering 14+ stops. This would enable more flexibility in recovering both shadow and highlight details, making it an ideal tool for creative photographers who want maximum control over their images. Low-light performance is another area where the A7V is expected to shine, thanks to improvements in sensor technology. The A7V will likely include Sony's latest Bions XR processor, which is already found in other high-end models like the A7RV, A9 III, and FX3 II. This advanced processor offers improved image quality, faster readout speeds, and better overall responsiveness. Coupled with Sony's AI processor, which was introduced in the A7RV, the A7V could benefit from real-time object recognition, intelligent subject tracking, and even more advanced autofocus performance. The A7V's autofocus system is expected to be significantly upgraded, building on the solid foundation of the A7 IV's real-time IAF. Rumors suggest that the A7V will feature enhanced subject tracking capabilities that go beyond faces and eyes, tracking a wider range of subjects like animals, birds, vehicles, planes, and other moving objects with greater precision. This AI-driven autofocus could excel even in challenging conditions, such as low-light, backlit scenes, or crowded environments, making it a powerful tool for both still photographers and videographers. For videographers, the A7V's video features are set to be a major area of improvement. The A7 IV already offered impressive 4K 60p recording, but in 2025, the A7V will need to do more to keep up. One of the most anticipated upgrades is the removal of the APS-C crop during 4K 60p recording, allowing users to shoot full-frame 4K video at 60 FPS, likely with oversampling from a 7K or higher readout. This would significantly improve image quality and eliminate the crop factor that many videographers found limiting. The A7V is also rumored to offer 4K 120p recording, which would be a huge upgrade over the A7 IV's capabilities. While it may come with a slight crop, this would still be an exciting feature for filmmakers looking to capture smooth, high frame rate footage. There's also speculation that the A7V could support 6K or even 8K recording, though 8K might be reserved for the A7R series. In terms of video color science, the A7V is expected to feature S-Cinetone, which would offer a cinematic look straight out of the camera, reducing the need for extensive post-processing. The camera is also likely to offer 10-bit 4:2:2 all-intra recording, providing more flexibility for color grading in post-production. Additionally, advanced video features such as LUT previews, waveform monitors, false color exposure tools, and customizable zebras are all expected to be included, bringing pro-level tools to this hybrid shooter. The possibility of raw video recording is another exciting prospect. The A7V may offer external 16-bit RAW output over HDMI or even internal compressed RAW, similar to the A7S III and FX3 II. This would make the A7V an attractive option for professional filmmakers seeking the highest quality footage. Sony's A7 series has long been known for its ergonomic design, and the A7V will likely continue this trend with subtle refinements. The camera is expected to feature a higher resolution OLED EVF, potentially upgraded to 5.76 million dots or even 9.44 million dots, with a 120Hz refresh rate for smoother motion tracking. The rear LCD screen could adopt a hybrid flip-tilt design, which would offer more flexibility for vloggers, travel photographers, and content creators who require versatile shooting angles. Thermal performance is also expected to be improved. The A7 IV suffered from overheating issues during extended video shoots, so the A7V will likely feature a more robust thermal management system. This could include better passive cooling or improved heat dissipation, allowing for longer recording times without the camera shutting down due to heat. In-body image stabilization is another area where the A7V could see improvements. While the A7 IV already offered a solid 5.5 stops of stabilization, the A7V may push this to as much as 8 stops of compensation, especially when paired with OSS lenses. Active stabilization modes for video are also expected, which would provide smoother footage when shooting handheld. The A7V is likely to feature the latest connectivity options, including USB-C 3.2 Gen 2, full-size HDMI, dual card slots, Wi-Fi 6E, and Bluetooth 5.3. These upgrades would streamline workflows, making it easier for creators to transfer files, live stream, and connect to external devices. In terms of pricing, the A7V is expected to fall within the $2,699 to $2,999 range, slightly higher than the A7 IV's initial launch price of $2,498. With its superior video capabilities, improved sensor, and advanced features, the A7V will likely appeal to both professional photographers and videographers, making it a top contender in the high-end hybrid camera market. While Sony has not yet confirmed the A7V, the rumors point to a camera that will redefine what hybrid shooters can expect from a mirrorless camera. With its advanced sensor, improved autofocus, enhanced video capabilities, and professional-grade features, the A7V could easily become the go-to camera for creators who demand the best in both stills and video. Whether you're shooting fast-paced action, cinematic video, or everyday moments, the A7V has the potential to take your creative work to the next level. The Canon EOS R7 Mark II, although still awaiting its official release, has already started to generate considerable excitement among photographers and content creators. Its predecessor, the original Canon EOS R7, won over hybrid creators and wildlife photographers thanks to its balanced mix of speed, resolution, and affordability. As Canon's flagship APS-C mirrorless camera in the RF mount lineup, the R7 proved that crop sensor bodies still had a place in a market dominated by full-frame sensors. However, now that the original R7 has surpassed the 2-year mark, the anticipation for its successor, the R7 II, is growing. The R7 II is expected to address some of the minor drawbacks of the first model while also facing stiff competition from rival offerings, such as the Fujifilm X-T5, OM System OM1 Mark II, Sony A7V, and potentially even the Nikon Z50 II. To maintain its position as a top contender in 2025, the R7 II will need to introduce significant improvements in nearly every aspect of the camera, including sensor and processor upgrades, enhanced autofocus, better video capabilities, and a more polished overall user experience. While the original R7 was already impressive with its fast 30 FPS electronic burst rate and solid autofocus powered by Canon's dual-pixel CMOS AF2 system, it left room for growth in certain areas, particularly video performance and buffer limitations. One of the most significant upgrades expected in the R7 II is the introduction of a new sensor. While the original R7 used a 32.5MP APS-C CMOS sensor, derived from the Canon 90D and M6 Mark II, the R7 II is likely to feature a new, more advanced sensor, possibly a backside illuminated or even a stacked CMOS sensor. With this new sensor, Canon may retain the 32.5MP resolution or increase it slightly to around 34-36MP, with hopes of improved dynamic range and better low-light performance. A stacked sensor would provide faster readout speeds, which would eliminate rolling shutter artifacts during high-speed electronic shutter bursts, as well as offer blackout-free bursts with more substantial buffers. With the possibility of achieving up to 40 FPS in electronic shutter mode and 15-20 FPS with the mechanical shutter, the R7 II would be capable of competing with full-frame cameras in terms of speed, which would be ideal for sports and wildlife photographers who prioritize performance over full-frame benefits like shallow depth of field. Low-light performance is another area where the R7 II is expected to shine. One potential feature is the addition of a dual-gain or even a triple-gain ISO system, similar to what's found in the EOS R3. This system would allow for improved noise control at higher ISO ranges, providing superior shadow recovery and better high ISO performance. This would make the R7 II an excellent choice for wildlife photographers, event photographers, and others who often work in challenging lighting conditions, ensuring clean, usable images even in difficult scenarios. Autofocus is another critical aspect of the R7 II's potential. The original R7 already boasted Canon's dual-pixel CMOS AF2, which provided solid subject tracking and eye detection, but with the R7 II, Canon is expected to push the autofocus capabilities even further. With a new Digic X2 processor, the R7 II will likely feature enhanced autofocus algorithms that will increase speed and accuracy across various shooting scenarios. One of the most exciting upgrades would be the implementation of Canon's AI-based subject tracking system. First introduced in the EOS R3, this AI engine is now found in models like the R6 Mark II and R8, and it is expected to make the R7 II's tracking capabilities more robust than ever. The AI system would allow the R7 II to track a wide variety of subjects, people, animals, vehicles, and even airplanes, making it incredibly versatile for photographers across different genres. Moreover, Canon's improved eye detection would make it easier to capture sharp, focused portraits, even of fast-moving wildlife or action shots from a distance. Video is expected to be one of the key areas where the R7 II differentiates itself from its competitors. While the original R7 offered 4K 60p video oversampled from 7K, this level of video performance will no longer be sufficient in 2025, when many mid-range models now offer 4K 120p video. The R7 II is likely to introduce 4K 120p video, though it may come with a slight crop. At a minimum, it could provide uncropped 4K 60p video with 10-bit 4:2:2 internal recording in Canon Log 3, a feature already seen in higher-end models like the R6 Mark II. This would elevate the R7 II to a level comparable to flagship models, appealing to creators who need high-end video features without the price tag of full-frame cameras. Another highly anticipated upgrade is the inclusion of internal RAW video recording or, at the very least, the ability to output 12-bit RAW video via HDMI. This would provide filmmakers with maximum flexibility for post-production, offering superior color grading potential. In addition to these improvements, the R7 II is expected to include advanced video tools like zebra patterns, waveform monitors, focus peaking, and custom LUT previews, making it an even more valuable tool for indie filmmakers, content creators, and documentarians who need precise control over their video settings. Canon is also expected to enhance the audio capabilities of the R7 II, likely incorporating 32-bit float USB audio recording, better preamps, and improved audio monitoring directly through the camera. Digital image stabilization will likely be included, with crop-free modes and enhancements to lens breathing correction, enabling better handheld shooting even without the use of a gimbal. Additionally, recording directly to an SSD via USB-C could be possible, allowing users to bypass the limitations of SD card recording and capture higher bitrate footage. In terms of build quality and ergonomics, the R7 II is expected to improve upon the design of the original R7, incorporating more magnesium alloy to enhance durability while keeping the camera lightweight and weather-sealed. The camera will likely include a larger, higher-resolution 5.76mm.EVF, improving clarity for composing shots. Additionally, the 3.2-inch fully articulating LCD screen is likely to receive a boost in resolution and brightness, making it easier to view in bright conditions. The physical layout of the buttons may also be refined, providing quicker access to important settings such as autofocus points and shooting modes. The R7 II will likely feature a dual UHS-2 SD card slot setup, or possibly a combination of SD and CF Express Type A cards, enabling fast data writing to accommodate the camera's high bitrate video and burst shooting capabilities. Battery life is expected to improve slightly, possibly due to a more efficient processor or an updated LPE6NH battery. Additionally, Canon is expected to introduce USB-C PD fast charging for added convenience during long shoots or live streaming. On the connectivity front, the R7 II is expected to support UVC/UAC, enabling direct 4K 30p live streaming via USB, without the need for external capture cards. With improved integration of Canon's Camera Connect and EOS utility apps, the R7 II will likely allow cloud backups, remote FTP transfers, and tethered shooting over Wi-Fi 6E, streamlining modern content creation workflows. Computational photography features are also expected to make their way into the R7 II. These could include multi-frame noise reduction, focus stacking, automatic HDR merging, and panoramic stitching, all powered by the upgraded processor. Canon may even introduce AI-driven auto modes, where the camera intelligently adjusts settings based on subject and motion analysis, helping beginners achieve professional quality results with minimal effort. Despite these significant upgrades, Canon is expected to keep the R7 II's price in the $1,599 $1,799 range, ensuring that it remains accessible to enthusiasts and semi-professional photographers who require a high-performance camera without the steep price tag of a full-frame model. With the R7 II expected to launch in Q3 or Q4 of 2025, the camera could quickly become the go-to APS-C hybrid camera for both video and stills under $2,000. In summary, the Canon EOS R7 Mark II is shaping up to be an impressive leap forward for APS-C mirrorless systems. With a new sensor, improved autofocus, pro-level video features, and a more refined design, the R7 II could cement its place as the ideal hybrid camera for creators who need versatility, speed, and performance in a compact package. The Nikon Z9 II is generating considerable buzz among professionals in both photography and filmmaking. Following the groundbreaking success of its predecessor, the original Z9, which was Nikon's first-ever flagship mirrorless camera to completely forego a mechanical shutter, the Z9 II is expected to elevate the brand's standing even higher in 2025. The Z9 revolutionized the mirrorless camera market, boasting impressive features like a 45.7MP stacked CMOS sensor, 8K video at 60 FPS, and an advanced autofocus system driven by deep learning. As the next iteration, the Z9 II has big shoes to fill, needing to surpass its predecessor in all aspects to stay competitive against other heavyweights in the market like the Sony A7V II, Canon EOS R1, and Fujifilm GFX 100 Mark III, who are already setting a high bar for innovation. Nikon's ongoing commitment to innovation and its investments in both hardware and software have set the stage for the Z9 II. Expect significant upgrades, particularly in sensor technology, image processing, autofocus, and video performance. One of the most anticipated improvements is the new stacked BSI CMOS sensor. While it's likely that the Z9 II will retain the original 45.7MP resolution, there's speculation that the resolution could surpass 50MP. However, Nikon will need to balance resolution, speed, and thermal efficiency to create a sensor that enhances image quality without compromising performance. This sensor could feature dual or even triple gain ISO circuitry, providing better low-light performance and faster readout speeds, which could drastically improve the camera's rolling shutter behavior. This improvement could push the Z9 II closer to a global shutter-like performance, making it particularly suitable for fast-paced photography like sports, wildlife, and aviation, where capturing every split-second action is crucial. The Z9 II's enhanced sensor will likely be paired with a new XPED image processor, potentially a dual-core or entirely new iteration. This upgraded processing power would increase burst rates, possibly reaching 30 to 40 frames per second at full-resolution RAW. This would significantly improve on the Z9's already impressive burst rate and offer pre-capture buffering up to 1 to 2 seconds. This feature would bring the Z9 II on par with, or perhaps exceed, other leading cameras like Canon's EOS R3 and Olympus's OM1 II, both of which already feature impressive burst performance. With this combination of fast burst rates and advanced buffering capabilities, the Z9 II would become one of the top choices for photographers looking to capture fast-moving action without compromising on image quality. Autofocus improvements are also a major area of focus for the Z9 II. Building on the Z9's already robust deep learning autofocus system, the Z9 II is expected to bring even more sophistication to subject tracking. The original Z9 could identify and track a wide array of subjects, including humans, animals, planes, and even insects. With the Z9 II, Nikon is expected to introduce multi-subject tracking with priority intelligence, allowing photographers to isolate a particular subject within a busy scene. This could be especially useful for fast-moving events like sports, where multiple players are in motion simultaneously. Additionally, the Z9 II may further improve its low-light autofocus, helping users track subjects even in challenging lighting conditions, ideal for wildlife or sports photographers working in dimly lit environments. Further AI enhancements could allow the Z9 II to improve its metering, with the camera dynamically adjusting exposure, white balance, and other settings based on scene segmentation. These adjustments would provide more precise control in high contrast or tricky lighting situations, such as backlit environments, where exposure is critical. Nikon has also introduced blackout-free shooting in the Z9 II, coupled with a large buffer that allows for over 1,000 RAW frames. This would enable photographers to continue shooting fast-paced events without interruption. The Z9 II's autofocus system could also be further enhanced with better tracking through the EVF and rear LCD, improving the user experience when shooting dynamic subjects. These improvements make the Z9 II a powerful tool for photographers working in high-stakes environments such as sports journalism and live event coverage. When it comes to video capabilities, the Z9 II is expected to deliver a monumental leap forward, positioning it as one of Nikon's most cinematic mirrorless cameras to date. The original Z9 already supported 8K recording at 60 FPS and 12-bit NRAW, setting a new standard for internal high-resolution video capture. However, the Z9 II could go even further, potentially offering 8K recording at up to 120 FPS, along with 6K at 60p ProRes RAW HQ and even internal 10-bit ProRes 4444 support. With these advanced video features, the Z9 II could rival professional cinema cameras like the Sony FX9, Canon C500 Mark II, or even the Red Komodo X in certain hybrid workflows, catering to both advanced filmmakers and content creators. Given these enhanced capabilities, the Z9 II would likely include an upgraded cooling system to manage the increased heat generated by the higher resolution video recording. One of the most exciting upgrades expected in the Z9 II is the introduction of slow-motion video capabilities. The camera could potentially support 4K recording at up to 240 FPS, capturing high-speed motion with minimal crop. This would be especially appealing to sports photographers and filmmakers who need to capture fast-moving subjects in stunning detail. Additionally, there are rumors that the Z9 II might include dual base ISO for video, improving its dynamic range and noise performance in challenging lighting conditions, a feature that has already been implemented in competitors like the Sony FX and A7S series. Further video-centric features could also be added to cater to professional filmmakers. Nikon may introduce advanced color grading and exposure management tools, such as false color, zebra stripes with customizable thresholds, waveform monitors, vector scopes, LUT previews, and timecode sync. These features would enable filmmakers to manage their video workflow in camera, providing tools for precise control over color and exposure in post-production. Additionally, the Z9 II might support dual-channel 32-bit float audio recording, full-size XLR inputs via an adapter, and digital audio support for compatible microphones. This would streamline video production, eliminating the need for external recorders and offering high-quality audio capture directly in the camera. In terms of design, the Z9 II is expected to retain the rugged build and integrated grip of its predecessor but with several refinements. The grip texture could be improved for better ergonomics, and the overall weight of the camera could be slightly reduced due to optimization of the magnesium alloy chassis. Nikon may also focus on improving the camera's balance, especially when used with long telephoto lenses, ensuring that photographers using heavy setups during extended shoots will find the camera more comfortable to handle. Another potential design update is the EVF, which could receive a significant upgrade to a 9.44m OLED panel with a higher refresh rate of 120 Hz to 240 Hz. This would make it one of the best viewfinders on the market, offering smooth, lag-free tracking of fast-moving subjects. The rear LCD screen might also see improvements in both size and resolution, with a hybrid tilting and articulating design that would benefit both vertical shooters and videographers. Memory and storage solutions in the Z9 II are expected to improve as well. The camera will likely retain dual CF Express Type B card slots but will offer more advanced features, such as automatic card relay and simultaneous RAW plus proxy recording. Furthermore, the Z9 II might include the ability to offload data to an external SSD via USB-C, catering to professionals who need fast data transfer, especially in high-paced event settings or documentary shoots. Battery life is another area where the Z9 II will likely see improvements. It will likely continue to use the NEL18D battery format, but with more power efficiency to ensure longer shooting sessions despite the camera's high demands. Other connectivity enhancements could include USB-C power delivery charging, tethered control via Ethernet, Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.3, and possibly even 5G wireless capabilities. These upgrades would allow photographers and agencies to transfer images and video more quickly, especially in remote locations or live event situations. In addition to hardware upgrades, Nikon is expected to implement new advancements in computational photography with the Z9 II. Features like automatic HDR blending, real-time pixel shift, AI-powered denoising, and focus stacking within view previews are rumored to be included, offering greater precision for photographers working in specialized fields like landscape, macro, and architecture photography. Looking ahead, Nikon's post-launch support for firmware updates is another strong point. The Z9 II could receive ongoing updates to expand its capabilities, with features like custom autofocus profiles, anamorphic lens support, and expanded lens breeding correction. Pricing for the Z9 II is expected to fall between $5,499 and $5,999, reflecting its flagship status and the comprehensive set of upgrades it offers. Nikon could release the Z9 II alongside new telephoto lenses or power zooms, positioning it as a versatile camera for both photography and filmmaking. In conclusion, the Nikon Z9 II is not just an upgrade, it's a bold step into the future of professional imaging. With its cutting-edge sensor technology, advanced autofocus, cinematic video capabilities, and other enhancements, the Z9 II promises to redefine what's possible for flagship mirrorless cameras in 2025. As we look ahead to the next wave of camera releases, it's clear that manufacturers are paying close attention to the changing needs of creators. Each new model is designed to balance high resolution, fast performance, innovative computational features, and advanced video capabilities. While the exact specifications and launch dates remain unclear, these upcoming cameras are set to challenge and redefine the standards for mirrorless systems. Whether you're a professional seeking the latest gear or an enthusiast considering your next upgrade, the camera market of 2025 to 2026 promises to deliver incredible technological innovations, unlocking a world of new creative possibilities. The future of photography and videography is brimming with excitement and potential,